today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Complete to Michael Thomas.
We know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Bears 24-yard.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 67 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
A throw over the middle taken in by Troutman. And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. You see Nick Foles coming out, the MVP of Super Bowl 52, as he will be the one to lead this Bears offense.
I'm absolutely eager to watch him play in this game because here we are, Week 15. Not a lot of games left down the stretch. But will he get outside of himself trying to make huge plays in order to try and win an MVP? Because he's not in the #1 spot right now.
No, he's not. I think everyone consensus thinks that way. You hope he doesn't get outside of himself right now, though, because that could really get their offense out of sync. And it's been in sync most of this year. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints 7, Bears nothing.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Foles. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards into Chicago first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
That's caught by Trey Quinn. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
A 7-yard.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Right there, 54, right there.
Now Foles. This is intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
By the Saints.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Pull it good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
New Orleans.
They'll look to throw again. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down, Saints.
Back to throw again. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Foles. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Montgomery. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jack Doyle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
14.
Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Comes back with one complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Complete to number
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
New Orleans.
From 8 yards out. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and is much more successful as well.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. To throw again on second down. Foles taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Trey Quinn hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that one, an 8-play drive, it spans 75 yards. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Here's Harris to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Harris on the return.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And his kick is right through. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Nick Foles sacked.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
A big loss on the play.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here comes the Bears punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
47-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Foles. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for David Montgomery. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now Foles. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Foles. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. 3rd and
an important play right here. 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Foles pass.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Bullock's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point.
Makes the score Saints 28.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it.
And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
Certainly.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
A gain of 55 yards.
Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what's...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, that's Quinn. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Full pass. Incomplete on the throw.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And Bullock will put this one through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 23.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout.
A gain of a yard.
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Foles. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Montgomery. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 15.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 9. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here we go. 380. Check.
Foles down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for Chicago, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.